So, to answer my question, C is always running the function that's on top of the stack. This diagram isn't exactly precise because you have both of these arrows going forward at the same time. It would be more precise if I kind of erase this one. Because C runs main, and then it hops to foo, and then it runs foo, and then it hops back to main. So, if you were trying to access a variable from a function, and you were accessing from below, the only way to do that would be if that function was gone, and now you had like gone back down here, right? But if that function is gone, C thinks that all of the variables and the space that you had for that function can now be used for its own means. So if you're trying to get to a variable there, who knows what it might be? It could really be anything, and it's actually undefined. So this kind of leads to the question, right? It would be great if there was some way that you could guarantee that C wouldn't clean up a variable unless you explicitly wanted it to. Now, what we kind of, like, hypothetically, this great thing would be, like, if instead of pointing onto the stack, it pointed somewhere else. Like, I don't know, just hypothetically, like this big blob out here. And then you would have this nice variable there. And it would never go away unless you told to. Well, as you may have surmised by this point, this is actually exactly what C does do. And that's this magical function called malloc. And I should say that malloc can't be mentioned without its counterpart free, which gets rid of what's out in this big blob. So we don't of course call it a big blob because that would not be cool, I guess. We call it instead the heap. And I won't go into too much detail with the heap here because it's actually kind of complicated. However, there's two things to remember. Two things that you can remember about it. One is really, really big. The stack is about 10 megabytes, but the heap is a lot bigger than that. And the other important thing about the heap is that it's not the stack. So variables won't go away unless you ask them to go away.